Hello everybody, Captain Thief back with more Dustforce. I just got to Abyss. I'm ready to give Abyss a try. I'm hoping I can get it done in, I don't know, 15 minutes or something. Or your pizza's free. I don't know. Okay, we're free to use a jump here. But then we gotta keep our jump right here so we can get up higher. Yeah. And then we go on down the left. I was actually that was pretty swell, I will admit. But not exactly what I wanted to do. We gotta keep our jump here. Actually, we don't, because we could have gotten that without the jump. I don't know anymore, guys. I mean, I know plenty of guys. I don't know any more guys. Let's see. This is gonna kind of be hard because you gotta have good air game, and my air game is all right, I'm gonna say, but jeez, it's tough. It's toughs. Okay, this one you gotta have good slide game. I'm not sure where I'm going with this. Yeah, definitely not sure where I'm going with this. This one took a little bit of practice for me to do. I remember that much. That's okay. That's alright. Everything worth doing probably takes a little bit of practice. Okay, and you gotta make sure you don't fall from a very high height like that. Or you just go right through the slime. Way to go on not practicing that there, Captain. Okay. What's actually kind of funny is that my older brother was watching me play this once, a year and a half ago. And, you know, he was watching me struggle with it. And just for S's and G's, he tried it. And he got this far on his first try. Never playing Dustforce before. It's just one of those games that lends itself to good controls if you're kind of naturally talented like that, which I guess I'm not. Gee, Captain, did you give it to him to do for the rest of the game? No. He like got that far in his first try and then never that far again. I guess it must be the Captain Thief family curse or something. Okay, we'll just clean this up. Perfect. Perfect. Perfectamundo. Really? I'm gonna lose it. No. Whatever. We'll try this again. This is okay. You know, once you get used to it, it's not a very hard one, but I remember it being hard, so if you're just picking up Dustforce, I don't know, maybe you're playing along with Captain or something, and you're finding it really hard, my heart goes out to you. I've been there. But just know that 18 months from now, your skills will still somewhat be there. I mean, it didn't take me as long to redevelop them, is what I want to say. Well, maybe you just know where to look for how to get things done. Yeah, that's true too. I had to look up how to get to certain doors and how to do certain tricky jumps like the spike jump. Whoa. Huh, okay. Sometimes when you panic, you completely lose the game, and that's just something you gotta learn to control. Learn to control. I missed it. I missed it by a country mile. Ow. Well, how long is a country mile versus a city mile? I don't know. I don't know my mannerisms. My units of length measurement that don't make any sense. Okay. I really should be publishing episode 14 right now, because it exists. Episode 15 is the one where I got backup shift, and I need to, what's that called? Render that, and publish it, and watch it to know what words to put to it on the YouTube thingy. But I don't wanna. Or, you know, it takes a while is what I want to say, actually. Dang it! Okay, closing it. Closing it. I'm not gonna try it if I'm that terrible. Or if I'm going the other way. Okay, smack. Yep, wrong direction. Mostly because I'm able to make the jump, but if I'm going the wrong direction, it's wasting my jump and my momentum and my other things. Ah, there you go. I definitely recommend small, short swings for this part. because getting goo all over the ceiling is not good for... Oh, missed that slime, and there's no way to go back and get it. This is definitely a level that's all about only one chance. So if you miss something, yeah, there's no hope. Really? Okay. If you say so. Granted, if you use strong swings, you can probably make the hit rather than just getting 2 of this weak hits in and not being able to do it. Okay. Perfect. Parfait. I don't know the Chinese word for perfect. Somebody go ahead and tell me that. I'm just kidding. I'm not expecting anyone to. Yep. Okay. Alright, this is good. This is good. We're leading the way. Like Hot Wheels leading the way. Okay. This part. And then the mice fall. And it's all crazy to me, so... stop it, please. All I can think of is Octodad, Deadliest Catch right now. And not because of weird controls or anything. Oh, you know what? Screw it. Oh. Huh, I did not know that. Let's die and practice. Okay. There's kind of a silhouette of an octopus back there, by the way. Okay, so we gotta make that ow. And you can't die after a certain point. That's crazy, but you can see the end of the level. And that kind of is a light at the end of the tunnel. This isn't like that earlier level from earlier. How did I live through that? Screw it. I'm not gonna ask. This isn't like that earlier level where you go through a very hard part of the level and it's not all roses and daisies from there on out. It actually gets harder. This is one where you can see the end of the level at some point. At some point. Heck, you can explore this entire level if you just fall with some skill and you know the direction to go. It may also help if I just beat the level imperfectly and then watch myself beat it from 18 months ago. Okay. Good, good, good. Alright. I like to just crash through all that stuff just to save time, just to save money. It's costing me money to do this. Not really. It really isn't. I mean, technically it is because electricity and all that, but it's immaterial. Okay. And then just, yep. Okay, this is good. This is good. Okay. Alright. We gotta do the dash jump here. And if you don't make it. And by dash jump, I mean it's like you almost dash and jump with the same button press. Almost. That gives you enough speed to get there, but you gotta stay low enough as well that you don't crash the slime, which is a thing that happens. I'm gonna jinx it, but I've been actually pretty happy or pretty proud of how I've been doing this first part of the level. It's usually a bit harder than this for me. I don't know. Just know that the Captain Thief, are you kidding me? Okay. We'll just do it. Ah, whatever. The Captain Thief who was able to gold this found Giga difficult too difficult. So that's a thing. As hard as this is, you'll find Giga difficult to be quite difficult. I think. You know, maybe you won't, but I did. I was not able to beat it. I got to an SB, I think. Maybe an S. Yeah, SB was my best. And then at some point, I thought, you know, actually, this would be really fun to record. Seriously, this was like 18 months ago. And so I didn't. I didn't beat it. I left that for future Captain Thief to do. Thank you, past Captain Thief, by the way. Sorry, my mind is like on other things at the moment. Alright. Did the dash jump. Did not do the dash jump. Mayday. Dang it. Whatever. I'm not sure where the best place is for the ultimate death swing, by the way. That's okay. No one's expecting us to know. Well, actually they are, but it'd be handy if we did, but we don't have to. It's not a requirement. Okay, go ahead and get on here. Grown, but it's time to talk about FF11 again, because I actually want to while playing some of those earlier levels. I'm not sure if it was backup shift or not, but actually I was talking about room 1408 a whole bunch during that for some reason. And a bunch of life lessons I learned from playing that game. Not that I spoke with Sage and wise people, though I kind of did occasionally. You gotta be kidding me. The dash jump is hard, guys. But if it may surprise you actually to know that, hey, I was a thief in that game primarily. That game was actually kind of cool in that your character had access to every class. You didn't have to make extra characters to get access to a class or whatever. So, you know, my character was not just a level 75 thief, he was also a level 37 red mage or whatever. It kind of made inventory sorting very difficult though. But hey, you know, that's life. And I've been thinking about things I probably should have done differently when I played that game, because I actually poured quite a few years of my life into that. Not like in-game camp, actually a bit of that, but not as much as you think. I hope I'm not, you know, distressing anybody by talking about stuff like this, but yeah. I did do some in-game stuff. I did almost miss work for certain things because it was only happening in that hour and I had to stay behind to get it. I just went to work anyway, and it spawned like not too long after. Actually, its name was Kreutzer, if you were wondering. Something that no longer matters to anybody. Okay, dash jump, please. These dash jumps, guys, are going to be the death of me. And one of the biggest things about that game is actually it gave me something of a little bit of a victim complex, because Thief was not a sought after job for getting EXP. And in that game you got EXP, and if you die you lost EXP. I think Thief should have been immune to that because of how hard and a pain in the ass it was to get EXP as a thief. But oh hey, you know, I'm not the game designer, so brr. Oh really? And it gave me something of a victim complex, because if you ever wanted EXP, you could never solo. Soloing, you'd get maybe 100 EXP in an hour after a certain level. This is the old kind of FF11. The new FF11 that is right now is completely different. You can go from level 1 to level 99 in 15 minutes, so I hear, or something ridiculous like that. The old FF11 I'm talking about, you went from level 40 to 42 over the course of a weekend, and you thought that was pretty breakneck fast. It was very grindy. Very, very, very grindy, and it took a long time to get your levels up. Unless you were like in what people called a god party that was getting so much EXP. Everyone's chemistry just worked really well. Things were dying very fast, etc., etc., etc. Thief was one of those classes where we actually didn't do that much damage. We did kind of a bit of damage, but it had to be set up. You know, you had to have the monster facing the tank, you had to have the thief right behind the monster, and you had to have somebody in between the monster and the thief. Yeah, imagine having to explain that to the party every time you did that. Or not every time you did that, but every time you started a new party. And you had to make it so that the people who were doing damage were not doing so much damage that they pulled hate off of the tank, or the sub-tank, or the other guy, whoever you convinced to stand between the thief and the monster. And the thief would do something called sneak attack, trick attack at the same time. Alright, two abilities, one sneak attack, one trick attack, to do like a whole bunch of damage. And it would put all the hate on the person the thief was behind, but you had to be behind the monster in order for the trick attack part to work. And you had to have somebody between you and the monster in order for the trick attack part to work. So yeah, it was a mess. It was a mess. It was very hard. And though Thief did okay damage, they did not do better damage than a samurai, or a warrior, or a dark knight, or a ranger, or what have you. So people had the opinion that, oh, okay, well, I can just get all this damage, but I don't have to actually position the party in weird ways. Okay, let's not even go with the Thief. So Thief never got invites. Everyone wanted Thief around for Treasure Hunter, which made drops more often, and believe me, the game runs on drops, so Thieves are pretty popular for that part, but nothing else. And I don't know, I kind of already identified with my class by then, and I just didn't want to give it up. If I was to do it over again, I would, if I woke up and, I don't know, for some reason I was 15 years younger again, or however old I was when I started playing that, but one of the catches was I had to play that amount of Final Fantasy XI again. I would definitely have just been a high in-demand class like Bard, Red Mage, or Paladin, or something like that. I just wouldn't even put up with that kind of stuff, because I could have gone from level 1 to level 75 Bard, like, seriously, over the course of a weekend. I know I just said level 40 to 42 over the course of a weekend at breakneck speed, but Bards were so in demand. They were about as popular as they are in Etching Odyssey. Oh, you see what I'm doing here? And, actually, I think they're called Troubadours in Etching Odyssey. Whatever. They helped the party so much that they were always in a high demand. And so, you know, you didn't even put up your looking for party flag, and you got invites. You were anonymous, you know, no one could see your level or your job, and they still got invites. It was that obnoxious. And all I could do as a Thief was look at them and envy, and not just, I don't know, change my job to Bard. And one of the reasons for that is because as strong as Bard is in a party, they are pretty weak outside of a party. They can't do anything on their own, pretty much. A level 75 Bard could probably do what a level 40 Thief could do, for instance. Well, maybe a bit better than that, but, you know, the point still stands. It didn't feel like you were able to, say, farm for other jobs or get better stuff, but I just feel like I wouldn't have the... I had it for a while. I don't have it anymore. I don't think everyone's picking on me or whatever, but I did used to post on GameFAQs a lot, and the amount of ridicule that Thief got, and especially since, you know, I kind of, you know, saw it as them ridiculing me, it just really bummed me out, like, a ton. Oh, please tell me I can get this. Good. And, I just think that was a bunch of stress that I didn't need in my life, and really, it was only me that was putting it on myself. If there's an easy way of doing things and a hard way of doing things, then really it's only your fault. You gotta be kidding me. It's hard to do the dash jump, guys. I mean, it isn't, but for some reason right now it is being really hard. If there's a hard way and an easy way, and you really want, you know, some amount of success, just go ahead and do things the easy way. Granted, I wouldn't be who I am today if I wasn't Thief. Why is that? Because I'm full of acid and vinegar or whatever? No. What it made me do is that I had to start my own party. This was a lot of people's first MMO, so a lot of people were like asocial at the time, not antisocial, but they just wanted to get things done. They wanted to play with friends, but hey, occasionally had to play with strangers. They didn't want to be in the part of the game where you could be rejected. You know, they didn't want to start a party, ask people, hey, would you like to party with us, and see a no. And I saw a lot of no's. I saw a lot of no's just because I was a Thief. I saw a lot of no's because I didn't have a tank yet. It was tough, or, you know, maybe I didn't have the perfect location picked out yet. You had to sit in a certain location killing the same monsters over and over again for hours. But you got, you know, it kind of gave you a bit of thick skin. And, you know, as much as I hated explaining the whole sneak attack trick attack thing to everybody, it also made me kind of patient when it came to teaching things. It kind of made me more leader-esque, you know? Okay, let's see if we can do this. Nope, I can't do it. I can't do it! I'm so sorry this is taking a while, especially with this weird rant about a game I haven't played since 2010. and even then I was playing it sparingly since 2008. But yeah, it's something I wanted to get off my chest. Thief was also one of those classes that could do a lot of things solo. So, you know, a high-level thief could actually get things done by themselves. Hunt really hard monsters and stuff, at least the ones that were soloable. And it was also a very good class to farm with because, hey, treasure hunter, hey, good damage, hey, you could actually, you know, run away from fights that you weren't going to win, stuff like that. So, it had its ups, it had its downs. At the same time, though, I feel like I could have maybe leveled my Bard or Red Mage to 75, and then maybe use that as a bargaining chip for having people help me with stuff for maybe leveling my Thief. I would like that. I really would dig that. In fact, maybe one of the best things I could have done was, at the time I played with my older brother, and my older sister, and my younger brother for a while. Not all at the same time, because my younger brother didn't have an account. He actually was another character on my account. We'll talk about that later. And by that I mean we'll probably never talk about that. Yeah, what I could have done is maybe I could have just made a deal with my older brother, you know. I'll level my Bard with your hard to find parties with job, and then you could level Bard or Red Mage with my Thief, and maybe that would have worked. I don't know. This is, like I said, like 15 years ago when I started or so. So, have at you. I'm sorry, I'm kind of confused because I just ran up the wall and I'm afraid that I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Or I kind of lost the flow of the level, you know? But yeah, I feel like now that I'm older and a little wiser, I want to say, I probably would have avoided MMOs altogether but you know, if I had to play that again, I would definitely do it a lot less stress-free, or a lot less stress. Not a lot less stress-free. Jeez. Let's go ahead and just try and die. Yes, okay, cool. We'll practice this part. This part is worth practicing. Okay. How are we going to die here? Oh, we missed our chance to die, unfortunately. That actually makes this kind of hard to practice, I think. Because I believe that you can't die to those slime monsters downstairs. So there's really nothing else to do. But yeah, that was another thing, is that it kind of felt like I was paying the heaviest price for everything, especially for deaths. You die, you lose 10% of the EXP it takes to level up, which is a lot of EXP. But for some classes, that a Bard that's what, 5 minutes worth of work down the drain, and they just have to put up their LFG tool and find another one and they're done. For as a thief, sometimes I had to solo my EXP in certain events or whatever that gave you just a little bit, just a tinge, maybe just enough that you lost, but it took like an hour to do. And so yeah, we would do things together. Like my first experience with raids, what was called Dynamis, in which up to 64 people could go into what looked like one of the starter cities, but was a dark, twisted version of it with monsters everywhere. And, you know, part of the game of Dynamis was die en masse. That was actually what it was called for a while. In that everyone had to die at some point if, like, something did not go just so. Because, oh, hey, now that one person has smacked this enemy, it knows where you will be for all time until you're dead. And then it loses track of you or something. So once something bad happens, everyone has to die. No getting around it. Maybe there was a better tactic, but at the time we didn't know. We did not know. I had an itchy neck there for a minute. Okay, we'll practice this if we fail. And if we don't, well, nope, we failed. And I can't practice because I went too far. Dang it. So, you know, everyone dies. Bard loses 5 minutes at the time. I lose an hour. It just felt very disheartening, especially once you go from level 75 to level 74, because, oh, hey, you can lose levels too. Maybe that should have been something that was turned off. I know, I'm missing that goo, but my confidence in my ability to beat this is so, not shot, but, you know, I just don't even care that I'm going to leave it there. I'm fairly certain I'm going to mess up at some point, and that's okay. That's okay. I just wanted to get down to the things and practice a bit. Yeah, see? I knew I was going to mess up. Her. And so, I don't know, where else was I getting with this? I think it was an unhealthy mindset to develop that everyone else had an easier time than me. Problems that happened to everybody hit me hardest. These were all true. There's no arguing with me about this, okay? A thief and a bard are not going to have the same experience getting parties. But at the same time, it's not something to moan about, especially if you have the ability to change from thief to bard. Especially if you don't want to go to your dynamis as a thief, you can just go as bard or something. I don't know. It gave me a sour mindset, but it also gave me a good mindset. The leader mindset. Okay. Nice. Very nice. Very not nice. Now I can practice this part. And doing it, you kind of just do the spike jump, but without hitting a spike, you know? I know, that's weird. That's weird to say. And then just finish these guys off. Alright, I'm going to watch previous me do this. Maybe that'll give me some idea on how to do this. Oh man, this guy is far away. You gotta rush up to him. Huh, that's something to keep in mind. Something quite to keep in mind. I'm sorry to do this to you, but how long has it been? 26 minutes, that's cool. SA, that's not bad. That is not bad. Maybe I can get more from watching an expert, but I think I'll get more from watching myself. This is 18 months ago me, so let's see. Is there something that I do? I get the feeling that I'm doing exactly what I did 18 months ago that I did just 2 minutes ago. I think I just need to not mess up at certain spots. Yeah, this is like exactly what I was doing. Maybe there's a trick to it though. Let's find out. If not, I'm gonna just watch somebody who's 5 seconds better than me or so, because they're about my skill level and they'll probably have an idea of what I'm doing, or they'll have an idea of what to do with certain things of this. Maybe they'll have a trick. And this feels like the exact same copy of my last run. Yeah, you gotta not fall through the slime. Bye, Mr. Mouse. Okay, this part's hard because you gotta do the jump. Okay, so I guess you don't have to do the dash jump. You can just do a dash and then a jump. How am I pulling this off? Wow, this is the craziest thing to have recorded. Gonna be honest. Still, that's kind of cool. Maybe I'm freaking out now because I'm like, I made it, I can get the rest, I'm fairly certain about it. Okay. Yeah, this is basically what I did. And then just, yeah, that. Okay. Hey, mice. Oh, not gonna miss that part. Okay. Wow, alright. So I guess that's how you do it. But let's watch somebody, like I said, 5 seconds better than myself, just so I have an idea of what they're doing. Maybe I could pull off what they did. Huh? Alright, Mr. Westbound. We're not going to watch you, but we're going to watch somebody 5 seconds better than me. 127. It takes a while to save 5 seconds. Like 100 ranks. Save 5 seconds, gain 100 ranks. And I want it to be Dustman because, well, at this point, it's just too hard. Congratulations, your name entertained me enough that I figure you're probably worth watching here. Okay. He's doing basically what I did. Basically. A little better, I might add, though. He's definitely more air game on this. It just feels that way. Just feels that way. Okay. He does a little bit of a dance, too. How is this guy 5 seconds better than me if he's, like, taking forever on these parts? That's what I want to know. He must go through certain parts of this, like, mega fast. And that is exactly what I'm here to watch, actually. Well, it looks like there's no shortcut past this part, and unfortunately that's kind of the part I was hoping that there would be one for. What the heck? Okay, I'm sorry. I did not mean to, you know, call you out on anything on public YouTube. I'm just gonna say that was part of the game glitching out. I don't know what was going on there. I don't want to talk about it. Oh, I had to jump left. Okay, well, whatever. The game glitched out. Yeah, that's what happened. I didn't just watch somebody possibly cheating or anything. I got as far as I did without cheating. I'm gonna put that out there. Whoever I was just watching, not gonna name names anymore. In fact, I'm gonna blank that out. I'm gonna go ahead and just say I think that was a cheater, but I'm not gonna name names. No, I'm just gonna call it a glitch. You're not a cheater. Not until I know for sure. But, dude, if you were cheating, this game is not worth cheating for. You're not cheating yourself out of a nice feeling of accomplishment. Ah, why did I do that? Okay, let's get used to this. Okay. I feel like you just gotta ensure the dash happens. Okay. And then jump. And then jump, yeah. That's the trick. That is indeed the trick. Okay. Sorry, I haven't really run out of ammo of things to talk about, but I have, I don't know, just what I saw kind of threw me off, alright? That's all it did. That's all it did. I don't know, my world feels a little shattered now. Just a tinge. Oh, gee, Captain. Glitches happen. Is it really that weird? I don't want to talk about it. Really? Maybe I should do... No. Let's stop mentioning it. Hope it just goes away on its own. That's a healthy thing, right? That's a healthy mindset. Run into a problem, just hope it goes away. The rats also kind of throw me off because it's like another little thing to pay attention to, but they actually don't have anything to do with the game. They can be here, they can be there, they don't help you, they don't hinder you. Maybe some people can use them in such a way that they can kind of tell where things are, what have you, but really? Okay. I don't know if you say so. That part is kind of annoying, actually. Okay. This is the level, by the way, that encouraged or inspired me to name of this soundtrack. There's a night in my laboratory, I'll go pop some popcorn, because it's got like elements of all that. It's got like kind of a weird medieval like string instrument sound to it, and then of course the popcorn. And then the fact that, you know, it's got all these whirring sounds in the background that are going on right now, actually. That's kind of laboratory about it. I don't know. I don't know what to say about it. I just like coming up with silly names for music. Also, why didn't I slam through the slime there? Also, why did I do that? You gotta take your time. And die. This would be easier if I ran up walls and only took out one of those instead of both of those blocks. Okay. Oh, that was a nice quickie. Alright. So. Like I said, you know, the early part of the game, just get comfortable with it. Just get real nice and comfortable with it. To the point that once you fail at the later part, it's not like a chore. You just know exactly what you're doing here. This part I'm not so happy with because it's kind of tricky in my opinion. Itchy face a little bit. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. It's easy for me to go too early, it's easy for me to go too late. I don't know. Also, something I've been wondering about that I just noticed just now. Whoops. I feel like I lost my combo by hitting pause. Is that a possibility? I don't think I've ever like gotten far in level, paused it, and then come back when I was calmed down or anything. So this is not something I've ever discovered. So let's go ahead and just pause it here. The numbers shrank, but as far as I can tell, I still have my combo, so I don't know what's going on with that. And that's okay. It's okay. Might have a difference with how big the number gets, because the number's supposed to grow as your combo gets bigger. Okay, okay, now we just kind of fly at these guys with no mercy and no regard for our own sense of humanity. Yeah, cool. Oh, yep, that was not gonna fly. I fell from way too high of a height. Okay. Yeah, let's talk about FF11 a bit more, and things that did wrong and things that other MMOs are doing right. Though I've only played one other MMO since then, and the reason why I played it is because it was incredibly casual friendly. Guild Wars 2, if you don't know, one, it's free to play. That was huge. That was very huge with me. I don't know how to express how kind of semi-guilty I felt paying per month for Final Fantasy XI and not playing it. You know, it felt like I had to play it just because I was paying per month. Now I'm playing GW2 even though I don't feel like it, because hey, I got get my dailies. So yeah, there's that. But at least I'm not wasting money here. Okay, we gotta do this. Okay, this is that was turning out really well, actually. Okay. Nope. Okay, we'll try it again. But we've gotten a lot better about the dash jumps. I feel like, you know, we're on the cusp of beating this now. And there are other gold levels, but I don't think they'll be this hard, besides Hideout. Hideout will take a while. I'm not gonna lie there. It's just is what it is gonna be. Oh, gee, Captain, you actually kind of beat backup shift pretty quickly. Yeah, but the thing about that... Oh, I lost my jump. The thing about that is that I actually practiced a little bit off camera a week ago. A week before the episode you saw, I should say. Or, you know what, I don't even know anymore. I practiced for about an hour, just, you know, beating the level without perfecting it. And if I was about to perfect it, I didn't just throw the game. I actually never got close to perfecting it. Or, you know, I got an SB, but that was as good as it got. That SA was that was my first taste of success. But yeah, this is taking a while. Okay, things. One, Thief actually feels kind of very thiefish. I mean, maybe not exactly a badass, but all the classes are a lot more balanced for... well, actually, since everyone can solo their way to level 80, you don't really need to party. In fact, you don't party at all. You see a group of people, you just start smacking enemies with them. Everybody gets credit. You don't have to have like this weird official, I'm in a party with these people, organization thing that happened in FF11, where if you weren't in somebody's party, you couldn't even attack an enemy, even if it's attacking you. It's really funny if they already attacked it first. It's kind of a weird thing. As such, Final Fantasy XI had what were called notorious monsters. Oh, whatever. I'm gonna get my S in finesse, even if I get a C in Believe or whatever however you would not make that rhyme. So they had notorious monsters that dropped really nice things. And that's the thing about MMOs with party systems, is that if there's a really nice thing, it becomes mandatory. Oh, you don't have the Ochioto's coat, or kote, or how you pronounce that? I think it's a Japanese term for gloves. That gives plus 20 attack, and it only drops off this one monster that spawns once every 1 to 2 hours in the entire world. And it's an NM, and everyone's camping it. Well, gee, I don't want you in my party. Well, screw you too. you'd have to farm 100,000 gil when you make like 2,000 gil per hour. It was very farm heavy. Just very, I don't want to say elitist, but you know, people had like way too high standards. I feel like if everyone just got along better, you gotta be kidding me again. Whatever. I feel like a poorly equipped group with good chemistry can get further than a greatly equipped group with bad chemistry. Oh, chemistry, you mean like they have to have the right jobs? Well, that might be part of it, but it also has to do with expected behaviors, getting the rhythm down, how often they can pull monsters into the party camp area, stuff like that. When it came to GW2, you could just find usable equipment off of any enemy you killed. Yeah, there was better equipment, going up from, you know, blues to greens to yellows to whoop, wow, that was not very far. I had to fall to crash through slime. Nope. Yeah, I wore greens on my thief for quite a while, and my thief's name on there, by the way, is Captain Thief. I know it could just be Captain, but hey, what are you gonna do? But I like to name it Captain Thief. Anyway, yeah. So I also played with friends. I think that's another thing about FF11 that I made a huge mistake on. I was playing. I know I mentioned that I was playing with my siblings quite a bit, but I was also playing with quote-unquote strangers quite a bit as well. Let's see if I can do this. I mean, they're kind of friends, but you know, when you're in a guild with somebody or a link shell or whatever you want to call it, they're kind of strangers, and they hold you to high standards while also kind of knowing who you are. It's a weird cross between a stranger to friend, or you know, real life friend, I should say. And I feel like I should have played with real life friends who had similar schedules to me, similar aspirations, stuff like that. Actually, that was a very popular thing to do, is to make friends with strangers in that game if you had good chemistry. And we found a group that we had great chemistry with, but it was really weird. There were 3 of them. Me, my older brother, and then these 3 people from Michigan. And they were actually really cool. I was very happy to find them. What's funny is that one of them was a thief, one was a white mage, and you know, it was kind of hard finding healers all the time. And one of them was, I'm going to say he was a paladin. I think he was a warrior for a while, but you know, he switched to paladin to be a tank, which, you know, we all appreciated. And the problem was that, you know, we had that one really good party, and then never again did our schedules ever meet. We called it a static, which is what people called it back then, where you keep your levels the same. You don't go party with other people, so that way... hang on, I got this. I'm going to shut up for a minute while I finish this, if possible, because I really want to finish this level. I really want to finish my anecdotes too, but I really want to finish this level. Okay. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, let's go catch up with that guy. Woo, okay. I think... I don't want to say it's in the... Okay, it's in the bag now, because I actually just beat it. Wow. But yeah, we had really great chemistry. We agreed never to level without each other. But never again did our... Oh man, it's good stuff. I always feel good after beating a gold level. This is a dead end, isn't it? Yeah, it is. And I'm going to be serious here. For a good long while, a very good long while, like 6 months, only like earned maybe a level and a half on my thief from 32 or so. And oh, wait, I've already been up here actually. Okay, what else am I doing? Talking cheesy anecdotes, Captain. That's what you're doing. Yeah. Anyway, I kind of want to end the episode here, but I also want to finish this thing. I was just talking about something that, you know, actually kind of impacted me pretty heavily. We were friends with these guys. They were really nice. We had a static with them, but we never had the same schedule again. We waited for, you know, them to get on in order to play and stuff. If they weren't playing, I guess we would farm or something, or, you know, go kill stuff for money, which is, you know, not a bad use of your time. But at the same time, I was watching people I started the game with getting their level 60 armor and stuff, and I was actually getting really jealous, really peeved, because every time, you know, this one guy's friend would get on, he'd be getting off, and I just felt incredibly cheapened by the entire experience. So maybe I gotta get up there this way. Let's try and let's finish this anecdote while talking about this. Okay. Oh, if I can just get up there. I might have to use the YouTube. And at some point, when my sub job, or, you know, my other jobs were starting to surpass my thief, I said, enough is enough. I'm just going to level my thief with outside of the static. And they actually got kind of mad at us for that. And I don't know what else to say, but life's crazy, man. That's all I can say. Thank you so much for watching, guys. This is Captain Thief playing Dustforce while talking about MMOs inappropriately. And I will see you in the next one. I'm going to research how to get up there, because there's got to be a fancy, dancy, prancy way to do this. And I'll see you then. Bye.